Hello students, my name is Sagar Pandya and today we are going to understand the first chapter of our 12th standard history art section of Maharashtra State Board, that is Renaissance in Europe and Development of Science. Whenever we are understanding about history, the first question arises is what is history? History is the events occurred in past. So we can divide history into three parts: ancient, medieval and modern. In this chapter, we are going to understand the Reformation which was brought across from medieval to modern. So, as the medieval period in Europe was nearing its end, it saw advances in various fields of life. There was changes which were brought across, and this was precisely in the European continents. The countries in the European continents discovered many unknown lands, and there were movements to bring about religious reformation. Now, religious reformation, to be precise, they were here to spread Christianity. The foundation of this modern period was laid down from this period, and this period was called as Renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth or revival. In this period, the ancient Greek and Roman tradition of art, architecture, philosophy, etc. were revived. However, Renaissance is not only the revival of ancient tradition, but Renaissance also saw the overall development of many fields. So, in the beginning of the new era, that is in the beginning of the modern era, what all changes were brought across with respect to Renaissance, that we are going to understand in this chapter. Let us begin with the first part of this chapter, starting with Crusades. Now, the first part, Crusades. Crusades का meaning होता है religious war. The war which was based on religion, that is spreading their own religion. European Crusades and its far-reaching consequences were started. In this particular part, we are going to understand three sections. That is, in Crusades, we are going to understand the first part, that is supporting the Crusades. The second part that we are going to understand is causes of the failure of the Crusades. मतलब सबसे पहले how did they support and what all things supported this crusade. Second thing was causes of the failure of the crusade, how the crusades was failed. And the third part, that is what were the consequences. मतलब crusades हो गया, उसके बाद क्या क्या consequences, मतलब after effects आए, that we are going to understand. Let us start with the first part, understanding crusades. Now, Jerusalem, Bethlehem, these are the two cities which are considered to be holy by three religions: Jewish, Christians and Muslims. These cities were under Islamic rule in the 11th century. Remember students, in the 11th century. But there were several wars which were fought by the Christians in the Europe in 11th century to regain the or hold these cities, matlab control these cities. These war on the basis of religion was called as crusades. So what all were the consequences, or rather what all things supported the crusades, was the first question. So let us begin with that part. The common people in Europe were highly inspired by the idea of being part of the war which were fought for the cause of religion. मतलब basically the Europeans were not ready to take part. बट जब भी हम लोग क्रिश्चियनिटी का बात करें, सो क्रिश्चियनिटी या क्रिश्चियंस का जो हाईएस्ट रिलीजियस अथॉरिटी है, दैट इज पोप. सो पोप हियर started giving, or the Catholic Church started announcing, that those who fought in crusade would be forgiven of their sins and would immediately go to heaven. So this led to a spontaneous participation by common people in the crusades. And उन लोगों ने बोला yes, we will participate. Why? Because fighting in a crusade, because I will be forgiven by the sins, so I have to fight. That is why, besides the social, political circumstances, whatever is going on in their own country in Europe, they started fighting war. And these were also among the crusades for the beginning of these wars. The Roman emperors were trying to bring the regions of Syria, Asia Minor, which was called as Turkey, under their rule. मतलब अभी Europeans हो गया. Now talking about Roman emperors. The rich merchants, that is the traders in Venice and Geneva, the two trading centers in Italy, wanted to establish their trade in the Central Asian market. मतलब उन लोगों ने देख लिया था, बिकॉज मार्केट वॉज अवेलेबल इन एशिया. वाई? बिकॉज एशिया में जब भी हम लोगों ने देखा, एशिया वॉज एन अंडर डेवलप्ड कॉन्टिनेंट, या रादर अनडेवलप्ड कॉन्टिनेंट. तो जब भी हम लोग एशिया का बात कर रहे हैं, टू थिंग्स वर अवेलेबल. सबसे पहले रिच रॉ मटेरियल्स अवेलेबल था एशिया एंड अफ्रीका में. सेकेंड थिंग, एशिया एंड अफ्रीका वॉज फेमस फॉर रिच रॉ मटेरियल्स. अच्छा, रॉ मटेरियल्स लेके किधर गए? यूरोप में. यूरोप में फिनिश गुड्स बनाया. अच्छा, मार्केट किधर मिला? अगेन इन एशिया. सो दे स्टार्टेड फाइंडिंग सेंट्रल मार्केट्स और सेंट्रल एशियन मार्केट्स. दस द क्रूसेड्स वर सपोर्टेड बाय द रूलर्स एंड रिच ट्रेडर्स इन देयर ओन इंटरेस्ट. Hence, the first crusade started in 1096. 1096 CE. While giving a call for the second crusade, Pope Eugenius III sought help from the French king Louis VII, and the German king Conrad III. Ultimately, the crusades were defeated by the Turks in 1187. CE, Saladin, the Sultan of Egypt, defeated the Crusaders by conquering Jerusalem. Now, the Sultan conquered Jerusalem. मतलब सिंपल वर्ड्स में बोले तो क्रिश्चियनिटी आउट एंड सुल्तान ने वापस कंट्रोल ले लिया. एंड दिस वॉज द टाइम, इन द कोर्स ऑफ टाइम हियर टोटल 9 crusades were launched. बच्चा रिमेंबर दिस थिंग, 9 crusades मतलब 9 wars हुआ था. Despite the crusades, Jerusalem and the region around it remained under the control of Islamic rule. Let us continue with the next part, understanding the causes of the failures of the crusaders. Now, as we all know, it means that crusade means religious war. The failure of the Christian crusaders can be attributed to the attitude of Pope and the European rulers. मतलब जब भी क्रिश्चियनिटी का इम्पोर्टेंस वहाँ पे फैला नहीं सके वो एरिया में, सो देर वॉज अ रिफ्ट, दैट इज़ इट वॉज अ प्रॉब्लम बिटवीन द रिलीजियस हेड ऑफ द क्रिश्चियनिटी, दैट इज़ पोप, एंड द यूरोपियन किंग्स. Besides other factors like common people losing faith, there was a rift between Pope and the European kings. Hence, the dispute started between them, and dispute started between the Pope and many such emperors like the German Emperor, and along with that the non-cooperation of the Emperor of the Byzantium. Now, the Byzantium Empire, to be precise, it is Constantinople or present-day Istanbul, and this caused the failure of crusades. The next part that we are going to understand is the consequences of the crusades. What happened after crusades? That is, after crusades, after effects of the crusades. So, some historians feel that crusades led to the end of feudalism in Europe. The faith in the Pope began to decline. Hence, the contact with the regions of the Central Asia. Remember one thing, students. वो लोगों ने क्या किया था? They started migrating to the Asian part. जब भी एशियन या सेंट्रल एशिया में वो लोग आए, they started finding the new avenues, new ways for trade. अच्छा, ट्रेड चालू हुआ तो सब जगह पे चालू हुआ, but to be precise, सबसे ज़्यादा concentrate हुआ in certain cities of 2 countries, that is 2 European countries, Italy and Germany. It saw the class of न्यू ट्रेडर्स, एंड न्यू ट्रेडर्स मतलब बिजनेस बढ़ेगा कि कम होएगा? ऑफ कोर्स बढ़ेगा. बिजनेस बढ़ेगा तो टेल मी वन थिंग, प्रोडक्शन बढ़ेगा कि कम होएगा? प्रोडक्शन तो बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. प्रोडक्शन बढ़ेगा तो सप्लाई का डिमांड बढ़ेगा. सप्लाई किधर मिल रहा था? इन द अनडेवलप्ड नेशंस ऑफ एशिया एंड अफ्रीका. अच्छा, सप्लाई बढ़ गया, प्रोडक्शन बढ़ गया तो प्रॉफिट बढ़ेगा कि कम होएगा? ऑफ कोर्स बढ़ेगा. हेंस द यूरोपियन वॉरफेयर वेंट थ्रू मेनी चेंजेस. द यूरोपियन नेशंस acquired the expertise in building forts, managing the forts as military outpost, building bridges for moving the army from one place to another, destruction of enemies' routes, etc. मतलब now you can see कि एक साइड पे वो लोग क्या कर रहे थे, तो एक साइड पे वो लोग ट्रेड कर करके अपना बिजनेस बढ़ा रहे थे, प्रॉफिट बढ़ा रहे थे, मतलब इकोनॉमी स्टेबल कर रहे थे. तो दूसरे साइड पे वो लोग अपना आर्मी स्ट्रॉन्ग कर रहे थे, बिकॉज अगर ऐसा वॉर वापस हुआ तो दे विल बी रेडी फॉर दैट. हेंस द यूरोपियन किंग्स, अच्छा एक साइड पे ट्रेड से पैसा मिला तो दूसरे साइड से किंग्स को किधर से पैसा मिलेगा? द रॉयल ट्रेजरी कैसे फिल करेगा वो? सो द यूरोपियन किंग्स लिवाइड न्यू टैक्सेस. अच्छा, इसमें फंसेगा कौन? कॉमन मैन. हेंस यूरोपियन किंग्स लिवाइड न्यू टैक्सेस विच वर डायरेक्टली एडेड टू द रॉयल ट्रेजरी. Europeans were introduced to the newer types of plants, fruits, perfumes, different styles of clothing, sugar, silk and cotton textile, spices, medicinal herbs and so on. During this prolonged time of crusades, Europeans came into contact with Arabs and got introduced to several new subjects. And one such subject was alchemy, music and commerce. Now what is alchemy? Alchemy, in simple words, it is the nature of philosophy. Alright students, let us continue with the next part, understanding Renaissance period in Europe. Now this European Renaissance, to be precise, Renaissance हम लोगों ने पढ़ा. What is Renaissance? Rebirth or revival. This rebirth or revival started in the 14th century, but it reached its zenith, that is at the top, in 15th or 16th century. So basically these 3 centuries, that is these 300 years, proved to be the foundational stage of a culture based on rationalism and science. Now what is rationalism? Rationalism is logical thinking. This period gave a new direction to human intellect, that is human mindset. People started asking questions. Why? People got more interested in unfolding the mysteries of the universe by adopting the scientific approach. Many people began to write poetry, drama and fiction, a field that was remain untouched till now. मतलब वो आज तक नहीं किसी ने लिखना चालू नहीं किया था, इतना ड्रामा इतना फेमस नहीं हुआ था. But the best example for that is William Shakespeare. There were novel experiments which were conducted in the field of science. In the pre-Renaissance period, there were many thoughts which were existing with respect to universe. Like the best example for science, when we talk about science, we have an example of Galileo, the best example for Isaac Newton, or we can give an example for John Kepler. So, matlab, Isaac Newton gave the example with respect to the theory of gravitation. Galileo invented the telescope, and John Kepler said about the elliptical path of different orbits. In the pre-Renaissance time, the thought about the existence of Europe revolved around the concept of God. Now, humans formed the center of this thought. Now, humans started asking कि क्यों? Why is it everything God-centered? मतलब everything is God-centered, कुछ human-centric भी बनाओ. Like painting बनाया तो God related, sculptures बनाया तो God related. Now people started thinking that now we need to give importance to human thoughts, human feelings, and hence this way of thinking is called as humanism. The European rulers of Renaissance period encouraged various adventurous seafarers to explore different distant lands. Like for example, people started giving importance to the ruler of Portugal, Prince Henry, gave importance to different sailors कि भाई जाओ तुम लोग नया नया लैंड एक्सप्लोर करो, एंड सो दैट वी कैन फाइंड न्यू स्पीशीज और न्यू रॉ मटेरियल्स फॉर सेलिंग. They brought back information about plants, fruits, flowers, trees, unknown species of animal, weaponry, etc. The best example for this is Bartholomew Dias, or we can say David Livingstone. They explored the internal parts of Africa. In the year 1543 CE, Nicholas Copernicus told the world that the center of our planetary system is sun and not the earth. मतलब people were thinking at that time that earth is at the center and sun and other planets are revolving around the earth. But Nicholas Copernicus said no, this is not the case. Sun is at the center and earth and other planets are revolving around the sun. In 1609, अच्छा निकोलस कॉपरनिकस का हुआ था इन द ईयर 1543. 1609 में गैलीलियो prepared a more sophisticated telescope which enabled further research in the field of astronomy. Hence, जब भी एस्ट्रोनॉमी का इंपॉर्टेंस दिखाया, दिस थियोरीज प्रोफाउंडेड और गिवन बाय कॉपरनिकस एंड जॉन केपलर could be supported by the empirical observation, that is scientific observation made possible by Galileo's telescope. This facilitated research in the field of physical science. The best example for the invention, साइंस का बात करें तो गन पाउडर एंड द प्रिंटिंग प्रेस brought about the fundamental, that is basic changes in the technique of warfare and dissemination of knowledge, that is gunpowder use हुआ for warfare and dissemination of knowledge with respect to printing press. The first printing press, remember students, the first printing press was started in Germany by Johannes Gutenberg in the year 1440. The first printing press in Italy started in 1451. तो जर्मनी में हुआ था in the year 1440 by Johannes Gutenberg and 1451 में printing press चालू हुआ in Italy. The invention of this printing press has been outstanding gift of Renaissance period, and new avenues, that is new path, had opened to extend varied information and different kind of knowledge to common people. A number of modern universities came into existence in Europe in 18th century. The syllabi in these universities, that is the syllabus which included subjects like the epics, like the Iliad and the Odyssey written by Homer, Greek drama, speeches of great orators, literature, painting, sculpture, ethics, political science and history. As a result of this, people began to think freely. Continuing with the next part, the Roman Church. Now, in the pre Renaissance period, the Roman Church not only controlled the religious life of the people but also controlled the individual life of the people. रिलीजियस लाइफ खाली कंट्रोल नहीं किया कि तुम लोगों को यही करना है, बट ऑल्सो द इंडिविजुअल पर्सनल लाइफ. इट एक्सप्लॉइटेड द कॉमन पीपल बाय यूजिंग सर्टन मैंडेट्स यूज़ किया. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल पासपोर्ट टू हेवन था, एंड वहाँ पे उन लोगों को पासपोर्ट टू हेवन सेल किया जाता था दैट यू परचेज दीज थिंग्स and you will be purified and purified by your sins. And there were many such taxes, like for example tithe tax, that is 1/10 of the total income should be always given to the church, matlab compulsorily. There was one more tax called as Peter's pence. Now this was given to the clergies. There was one more tax which was called as simony. मतलब अगर तुमको हाईएस्ट अथॉरिटी या हाईएस्ट पोजीशन चाहिए चर्च के जो ट्रस्टीशिप काउंसिल होता है उसमें, तो तुमको डायरेक्टली ये सिमनी भरना है एंड यू विल बी गेटिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर पार्ट. मतलब दीज वर द काइंड ऑफ मैंडेट्स विच वर बीइंग पेड एंड दैट वाज रॉन्ग. Anyone who dared to interpret Bible differently from the conventional interpretation propagated by the Catholic Church was sentenced to death. The humanist philosophy of the Renaissance was instrumental in making a ground of resistance against overpowering Catholic Church, and that is why there were many such reformers who brought about changes. Like for example, John Calvin, and the followers of John Calvin were called as Calvinists, and many such people. There was Martin Luther, and the followers of Martin Luther were called as Lutherans. Coming to the next part, when we are talking about church, people started thinking about humanism. मतलब लोगों ने साइंटिफिक अप्रोच ले लिया था, रैशनलिज्म ले लिया था, लॉजिकल थिंकिंग सोचना चालू कर दिया था. The scientists began their search for reality by strictly using the scientific method, which gave emphasis, that is importance, to empirical experience. Empirical, that is natural science. This very approach led to the onset of modern age of science. Learning mathematics, science and arts gained importance during the Renaissance period. The best example, the work of Leonardo da Vinci. This was modern science. This was a time when science brought about change into the minds of the people. The next part, लियोनार्डो दा विंची का बात करें और आर्ट का बात ना करें तो नहीं चलेगा. Of course, Leonardo da Vinci, the one who made Mona Lisa. During Renaissance, the scientific approach influenced the field of arts as well. In this period, alchemy, that is the philosophy of nature, began to separate from its mystical root and later transformed into scientific discipline of chemistry. The advancement of chemistry expanded the knowledge of source of metals and elements, and this was a time when a significant change was introduced in the field of painting also. Like for example, oil paints were introduced. Board painted by using oil paints were also made. The scientific method of observation of nature made it possible to paint with natural scenes and with minute details. The best example of Mona Lisa. With the same method, detailed diagrams of the human body and its internal organs could be drawn. That is why पहले कैसा था, that painting बनाया तो खाली gods का, sculpture बनाया तो खाली gods के related, मतलब everything was God centric. Now it became human centric, and the first painting which brought about change, that was the painting of Mona Lisa, the work of Leonardo da Vinci. Also, there is one more artist जिसका नाम है Michelangelo. The contribution of this artist was also quite significant in this regard.